Good day, class. Today's class will be interesting because we'll be dealing with application of a number-based system, and we are going to be using simultaneous equation to find the unknown values of x and y. Let's start with the question. We have determined the number bases x and y in the following simultaneous equation. This is 32 base x minus 12 base y equals to 9 base 10. And we have 23 base x minus 21 base y equals to 4 base 10. So we have, this is equation 1 because it's a simultaneous equation. So let's find the values of x and y since we are working in base. We have to find the values of x and y. Let's solve the problem. So we have the problem on the board. We need to convert equation 1 to base 10. So we have, let's call this one 0 and 1. The place value of 2 is 0 and the place value of 3 is 1. So we go again, 0 and 1. This is already in base 10, so we don't need to convert it. Similarly, 0 and 1, 0 and 1. So let's start with 3. So when we start with 3, 3 means, so let's solve the problem. 3 means 3 times base x, that's x raised to power 1. 2 means 2 times x raised to power 0 minus, don't forget, I'm going to put everything in a square bracket because this minus is going to affect the expression I'm going to write inside. So that will be 1 times y raised to power 1 plus 2 times y raised to power 0 equals to 9. So we have 3 times x raised to power 1 means x, so this 3x. X raised to power 0 means 1, so that will be 2 times 1, that's 2, minus, so we have 1 raised to power 1, y, times y, that's y, plus y raised to power 0 is 1, times 2, that's 2, equals to 9. So we have 3x plus 2 minus, so we have to subtract, open the bracket with this minus. So this will give you, there's an invisible plus, so that will be minus y, negative times positive minus 2 equals to 9. So let's finish it up on the board. So that will give you 3x, you can see, plus 2 minus 2, that's 0 already. We have minus y, we are left with minus y equals to 9. So we've written equation 1 in another form. Let's call it equation 3. Let's go again to the second equation. So we have 2x, we have 23 base x minus 21 base y equals to 4 base 10. So let's do this. We've already done that here. So that will give you 2 times x raised to power 1 plus 3 times x raised to power 0 minus, I'm using a larger bracket because of this negative. So we have 2 times y raised to power 1 plus 1 times y raised to power 0 equals to 4. So if we do this very well, we have 2x, x raised to power 0 is 1, so that will give you 3 times, that was 3 minus y raised to power 1 is y, times 2, that's 2y, plus y raised to power 0 is 1, 1 times 1, 1, equals to 4. So we have 2x plus 3. If we open the bracket with negative, that's minus 2y, negative times positive minus 1 equals to 4. So if we do this very well, we have 2x minus 2y equals to, let's bring out the expression here to the right hand side. So that will give you 4 minus 3 plus 1, and that will give you 4 minus 3, that's 1. 1 plus 1 will give you 2. So if you write this very well, the equation becomes 2x minus 2y equals to 2. So we can see 2 is in the equation. We divide throughout by 2. When we divide throughout by 2, we have x minus y equals to 1. Let's call this one equation 4. So when we compare equation 3 and equation 4, they are simultaneous equations. So what I will do now is I have minus y here, I have minus y here. I can subtract. I can say equation 3 minus equation 4. The reason why I'm subtracting is that there is minus y here, there is minus y here. If I say minus y minus minus y, that will eliminate the y, and you are left with 3x minus x. So that will give you 2x equals to 9 minus 1. That's 8. So the values of our x will be 2x over 2 equals to 8 over 2. So x will be equals to 4. So our x is equals to 4. So we want to get the value of our y. To get the values of our y, we say put or substitute x equals to 4 into equation 4 or any of the equation. So our equation 4 is x minus y equals to 1. So our x is 4, our y is unknown, equals to 1. So if we bring our y here, our y will be plus. If we bring our 1 here, it will be 4 minus 1, and that will give you 3. So therefore, our x is equals to 4, our y equals to 3. So the number base used in the question that we have solved is x is 4 and y is 3. I know you have gained something in this video. Do well to subscribe in my YouTube channel, Taiwo Michael Oduyebo, or follow me on my YouTube for more update. Follow me for more update in my Facebook page. See you in my next video. I hope you have gained something in this video. If you want me to specifically treat a topic that you are finding very challenging in mathematics, drop it in the comment section. I'll be here to assist you. Before I go, I want us to see our understanding of number-based system. Let's see this question. If 431 base x minus 42 base x equals to 345 base x, find x. Let's see the solution in the comment section. Bye for now. See you in my next video. Bye.